Hello dear board game friends, and welcome to the preview of the Barrage expansion Colorado. 2 words of the base game for those who don't know it yet. It's an absolutely brilliant worker placement game. Super confrontational, it forgives nothing. It's so mean but also so entertaining. I really enjoy it. So I was curious to see what this expansion would bring. If it was even worth it, because the game already seems almost perfect to me. And that's why I'm even more curious to see what this expansion can do. First of all, we will take a look at the material. Of course, we have a new map as the centerpiece, a bit different in terms of color. It looks a bit more colorful, a bit more confusing because there's a lot going on the map, but who knows the game knows after maybe the second round you have everything in view and you know what you could do. The mechanical expansion are the bridge tiles and also the settlement tiles. In addition, we have 3 new contract tiles, a private heliport building, an endgame objective tile and 3 more external work tiles. In the action phase there are now 2 more possibilities. I will just go through them very quickly step by step because they are not that complex. First, we now have the option to build bridges. To do so, I place one of my engineers on the construction field. By the way, there can be as many of them as you want. Then I pay as many credits as you can see. For example, you see 1 and 2 makes 3 credits. Then I choose any bridge part that is still available and place it on one of my own dams. Afterwards, I immediately receive the bonus that can be seen on the bridge. There can only be 1 bridge per basin, and what makes it even more problematic, once I have built the bridge, I cannot continue building my dam. So I may not be able to reach the 2nd or the 3rd level. And that already puts me in the situation that on the one hand I want to build bridges as early as possible, but I always may not want to take away the option to continue building my dam. The second new action is about the settlements, of which there are many more available than fit on the board, so we have a high variance from game to game. I start with the engineers, exactly where I place my worker when building the bridges, and then have to cross the different basins until I reach the settlement whose action I want to perform. In the first step, I take 1 or 2 engineers and just let them go. Over my own bridges, I can drive for free, of course. Over those of my opponents, I have to pay a coin, and this player also gets a victory point. If there's no bridge at all, I have to pay 3 coins back to the supply. When I reach the settlement, I place my worker on the action field, which is then also blocked, and immediately get the bonus. And this bonus becomes stronger the further I have to travel. Especially at the beginning, you have to look around. Where is which settlement, which bonus do you get, which ones are maybe very strong. In this area I would like to build perhaps already very early a bridge on my dams so that I can use the action for free. All my fellow players must squeeze again and again beautiful points and money to me. I have the feeling with this expansion the priorities are shifting. Money becomes much more important because you need money for both the bridges and the settlements. But it's easier to get other resources. Overall, I had the feeling that this expansion gives the game another little boost. You have more options, especially more very good options. I'm a fan of that. I like the feeling of being able to do so much cool stuff. I have to figure out which one I'm going to do first. I have so many engineers, but often it's not enough, and if I do the action now, I might not have the second action available later. It takes away a bit of the scarcity, but you have more options, more chances to optimize, and of course you want to take advantage of that. I have to say, especially with this expansion, you notice that it works well with 3, even better with 4 and optimum 5 players. So I would recommend this expansion for those people who play in 4 or 5 and principle for everyone who plays the game more often. And if you play with only one friend, I have another video about the new dual version on my channel. Please tell me, what do you think about this game? Do you have the base game? How does this expansion sound to you? I think this expansion is really exciting. I'm looking forward to the final version because I actually want to have everything for this game. With that, I'll end my hyped words and say, have fun until next time, your Löw.